This one's easy. Very, very easy. Which is why I'm not going to spend long on this topic, because I got plans in the future. Future? Why would I say future? Future. Why did that come out? Let's get to the video.
There is a difference between you and me. We both looked into the abyss. But when it looked back at us, you blinked.
Hi guys, I'm Gravy here, and this is a DC Legends video. In this video, I'm doing a versus. Honestly, it's a quick versus because there are issues with this versus. First of all, I wanted to do a top 10 taunters in the game like last month, right before Parasite and Metallo were announced and their reworks were announced. And so I had to put that whole thing on hold. I think I told you guys that before. Then I started actually working through them. And it's clear, Parasite's number one. He's the one in versus. It's stupid for me to even go in. I'm going to do this. It's going to be a shorter video. It's stupid for me to go into this. But the reason why this is a shorter video is because the video on the back of this is going to be me going over all taunters. And not necessarily like taunt all the taunters in the game, but how all the different styles of taunters work and what I prefer, what you may prefer, what areas they work in best, and. So, without further ado, I'm going to go into them, not into their kits heavily. In fact, I will probably go into Metallo's kit a little bit more heavily because other reason why this video was delayed is because I did not have Metallo up to RB1. And I felt like it was unfair if I judge Parasite at RB1 versus the L for Metallo. So I had to wait until I could get enough purple essence so I can go ahead and take him RB1, which I did. And I will say this. Since I've taken him RB1, he has performed better, like significantly better. He is still not in the range of Parasite. So that being said, I'm going to go into Parasite first and just give you the quick rundown. Parasite is the beast. Parasite, in my opinion, is the best tune in the game right now. And we can go through all of his abilities. Truth be told, epidural absorption. At the end of each enemy's turn, gain 20% true heal if Parasite was hit, and that can be doubled. Then, if Parasite has 15 or more buffs at the end of his turn, which it feels like he always does, purge 7 and use Hardened Flesh, gain 5% HP per buff purged, so 35%, indefinitely. Whole game. Whole match, I should say. It's stupid. It's stupid. And then, instant intake. Each time Parasite is damaged, always gain 2 unpurgeable int ups and steal up to 5 buffs. I love that. And then that also means if you do run into another Parasite, they'll take all your buffs, but then you'll leave the unpurgeable ones because they can't steal it. And then if the attacker has more than 9 buffs, always steal all of them. I love when Cheshire hits me and I get to steal all her stuff. All of that. And the phrase is that that the homie put in the comments, give me that. That's mine now. Like, I love that. Those are the main points. Like, honestly, his other active abilities are good, but I mean, just for the A5P2 alone, best tune in the game. Anyway, Parasite. Now, Metallo, I'm going to reread. And then the majority of this video is probably going to be a little bit more Metallo focused. Damage to a single enemy, gain 5. Apply 5 strength downs if Metallo is taunting. I'm not spending the 8 rings for 1 more strength down. Sorry. Inflicts additional 50% damage and gains 1 additional crit chance up per alive enemy. So that's 4 crit chance ups plus 50% damage. He does do a lot of damage. But here's the thing, and I'll go ahead and say it now. The reason why, and I can actually check their stats real quick while I'm saying this, because it feels this way, but I'm not sure. So his HP is at 35.7, basically. So he has 35.7 in terms of HP. Let me hide that out of the way before I make a mistake. 35.7. And then his HP, which sounds like a lot, honestly. His HP, Parasites, if they're going to show me, is at 41. 42, basically. 42 HP. And then his agility, 17.62. 17.62 versus Metallo. I don't even know what his is. Okay, his agility is up there. All right. The reason I'm saying this is because, and I'll go ahead and give you the reason why Parasite is better outside of, like, I guess what's obvious, not only is Parasite is tankier. Like he has more HP. There's more agility over here, right? I mean, I feel like I did that wrong. Maybe not as much as I thought, but he has more HP. Let's just go on HP. He has more HP, right? Then when he gets hit, he heals himself, sometimes double the amount of heal. And then if you do manage to get his HP down, there's a death immunity. This guy, Metallo, doesn't have as much HP, doesn't give himself death immunity, and honestly, run him up against any energy tune and he's going to get his face cracked. And I feel like the agility for Parasite was higher, and I didn't count the bonuses on the back end. And I need to go back and look at that, but I don't even, you know what? No, I'm going to. I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to. Let me check his intelligence. That way I compare two things at once. So intelligence is 1575 or 78, whatever. So 1578. And then his agility is 2300. So 2400. So 1600 for the intelligence and 2400 for the agility. All right. So we go back. Parasite, where'd you go? We go back. So the agility, so his agility is 2000, 2100. So the agility is higher and the intelligence is higher. So legitimately, he's thicker against physical damage tunes and intelligence damage tunes. So he's overall tankier in the amount, in the sense of, how am I going to knock off these health points? How am I going to knock down this HP? And then on top of it, even if you do manage to get his HP all the way down while he's healing himself, he still has a death immunity. Like, just straight up, from a taunter perspective, there's no comparison. There is no comparison. Metallo, I'm going to go back through, I'm going to keep going through the kit. Heavy damage to an enemy. Oh, I didn't even add this legendary point. Applies down to target if Metallo was taunting, apply 4 strength downs. So on his A2, let's go ahead and add that. And I did say he is performing better. He is performing better since I took him RB1 all the way through, level 80. Because I also want to do that because I already put, second Parasite came out with that rework, level 80. Rebirth. Just did that immediately. Damage to all enemies and purge 2 buffs from target, gain taunt. If the target is shielded, seal up to 50% the shield. If the target is not shielded, then you use Bionic Punch. Okay, so far, not as tanky versus special or physical damage. Does not heal himself. Does not give himself death immunity. Gain 5 strength ups if Metallo takes damage. And he'll do damage. He will do a lot of damage. Also gain 1 permanent strength up and 1 crit chance up. And then pass ability if Metallo has 5 or more strength ups at the beginning of his turn. Gain 5 mins. Okay. He gains 5 mins at the end of his turn. Or at the beginning of his turn, he gains 5 mins, which means he'll heal himself there. Start combat with taunt. Okay. So he gives himself a little bit of heal there. All right, so he does give himself some heal. Once you get to his turn, if he has more than 5 strength ups, he'll give himself mins. And I'm assuming those mins actually act on him when he's doing it? Let's see. So then I'm going to go ahead and go into PvP. Or in fact, this actually might be better tested. No, you guys don't always like it, but this might be better tested in PvE. Because I want to see, let's just go ahead and go straight to it. Because I want to see if when he gives himself those mins, will he actually, and as you can see, I've already done my farming for the day. If he gives himself those mins, do they happen at the beginning of his turn? The heal for the mins, do they happen at the beginning of his turn? Or does it happen on the next turn? So I'm going to go ahead and put this down to 2x. And then let's go here. So when he has 5 strength ups, boom, damage, boom. Let's go ahead, boop, strength ups. So he gave himself 5 mins. But see, the mins don't take effect until the next go around. So now he's all ramped up and strength up and whatever, and he'll overheal and. But this was one of the arguments I was making for him before. He's going to be useful in red alerts. You'll be able to use him in red alerts. You'll be able to use him in PvE. You will not be able to use him in PvP because he is so easy to take out. And I mean, yeah, Mystics run the world right now, but there are enough energy tunes that can one-shot him that you don't really necessarily want to bring him. Now, that was back when I had him L4. And one thing that I've realized slowly but surely is that I started taking some tunes up 80-11, and I think that my PvP has adjusted accordingly. And so now I feel like PvP, a lot of my 70-11 tunes can't hang. So I'm going to go ahead and take them into PvP real quick and see if I can find some. I did set up myself for some tomato can teams today since I knew today was going to be a PvP day for my alliance. But let's see. So here. Already can't use them here because we got a Supergirl over there. Natasha's no slouch. So I'm not going to use them there. Let's see. We got an Azrael-led team with a Bizarro. I can't use them here. Okay, let's just go with the Martian Manhunter team. Brainiac isn't one-shotting anybody. Martian Manhunter isn't one-shotting anybody. So I might be able to use him as a taunter here. And part of what I'm going to do in the video that I'm going to put out that is just all about taunters is I'm going to show about like taunters that support, or like tunes that support taunters, which one of them would be Terra, because of the agility ups that she gives. She does support taunters. Now another one would be Donna Troy and Barda, who are taunters themselves. However, you don't bring Donna Troy into a match to be a taunter anymore. If you do, you're just asking yourself for heartbreak. So let's see. And also need Terra to help us deal with Dr. Poison when she does her thing. However, the problem is going to then be Question, who's going to remove our debuff immunity. So then, let's see. So see, that's the thing. So I think I'm already setting him up for failure. I don't know that he's going to be able to get through this. Legit, I don't know. I'm not going to put Superman in because that just kind of defeats the purpose. Superman will become the ultimate taunter and basically protect Metallo, whose job it is to protect my team. All right, so let's go ahead and say, then who am I going to run? Man, I guess I could run Black Canary. This is a weak team. Although I'm going up against a weak team. This shouldn't be this hard. You know what I mean? Like, I'm supposed to have a taunter that I want to just pop in and play with. Put it this way, I wanted to do the top 5 taunters in the first place just because of how good Shazam was. Based on his rework after his rework. And now, since then, okay, so we got, see, look. So we're stacking. Funny enough, the Question didn't use her A2, which saved us a lot. It saved us. So now we can punch. So then this may actually work out in our favor. That missed. I don't know why that missed. Reducing turn meter. Yes, we'll take that AoE attack. So then I'm going to go ahead and actually heal Metallo. Black Lightning is one of those tunes. All healers are tunes that actually support Taunter, so I'm not even going to say it like I'm saying something smart. Oh, but he didn't take out... Timeout. With all those strength ups, he couldn't take out Dr. Poison in Question? But he did survive. He has survived through all this. Let's do this one. Oh, he couldn't even... I know it's a negative if any matchup, but it's Brainiac. But he's supposed to be a taunter. But however, if you're having him stack strength ups like this, shouldn't he be doing damage? And that was the plus about Parasite over Metallo, is the fact that Parasite, not only is he making your enemy weaker by stealing all their buffs, depending on the buffs he's stealing, he's making himself a whole lot stronger and a whole lot harder to kill. So all of that stuff I said about his kit doesn't even account for the fact that if he's going up against a team that has Terra in it, give me those agility ups. Now it's harder for me to die from physical attacks. Give me those end ups. Now it's harder for me to die from special damage attacks. And with those end ups, I hit harder because I'm special damage. And if I steal all your strength ups, Atrocitus, you can't hit me as hard because I got all your power right now. So like it's stupid, honestly. And I feel like I'll get sick of them at one of these points. Now, and actually I need to write this down so I don't forget. Another tune that is very, very, very good for taunters. And I'm kind of giving you like the taunter preview already. And I'm trying to write this down as or type this in. Okay, cool. Because I see it immediately. I have to put in Aquaman, right? But I'm having to put in Aquaman for Black Flash. However, the other plus side to Aquaman is that he puts crit immunity on his entire team. So now when you hit me, it doesn't hurt as much. The other issue I'm going to run into right now is Dr. Poison and then Talon. So I think what I'm going to do is just let it run like this. Well, not just like this. I'm going to put in some other tunes to help get rid of the other ones. But I'm not going to put debuff immunity to protect us from Dr. Poison, which may be a mistake. I'll run this fight, and then I'll call it a video. Let's see. Who else can support? Who else can support? Oh, you know who I haven't run him with? Kilowog. That could actually be a good combination, because then it's empowered strength ups that he'll get as well, on top of the strength ups. That could be fun. All right. And then who else would support him? Because now I'm setting him up to be a damage dealer as well, you know what I mean? So I could actually run another villain. Haven't used him in a bit because of all the shifting of debuffs. Let's run Riddler. All right, let's see what happens. Thank you guys for watching. I drop these other videos every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, which honestly feels like I shouldn't even be saying that anymore. Please like, please subscribe. If you don't like it and subscribe and a dislike, I'm okay with that as well. All right, let's see what we're doing here. We got hit. Okay, I'm gonna stun Dr. Poison just cause. Let's just do that for right now. And then I guess we'll put the taunt on Dr. Poison as well, because I want Black Flash to stay around because he helps when he manipulates our turn meter. Now, those agility downs out there, that means that I will be able to, do some solid damage with Metallo once he gets his turn around. Let's see how much damage he does. He doesn't have that many strength ups. Does he have any empowered strength ups? Because he did get hit, but I don't think he took a crit shot. Nah. All right, bro. All right, here we go. Whoop. Okay, so got rid of 2 of the tunes, and he has a whole bunch of strength ups now. So actually, the Kilowog thing didn't even really do much for him. Not so much. But there's a couple of empowered strength ups. I think Kilowog would be a good running mate with him, but I mean, in this versus, yeah, for PvE content, and if you need a taunter, I think Metallo's good. But his worst sin was coming out or having his rework the same month as Parasite. Parasite's a beast. That's just it. He's game changing. So, thank you guys for watching all the way through, and I'll see you next time.